Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI has commanded you to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line goes back to you being the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Shalom. It's your brother Halakia from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI with another video. And this time I have an article from Blacklisted News, and the source is from Zero Hedge, and the title reads, France, Italy swept by mass protests against C-19 health pass. You see that? And what is this, man? This is a sign of prophecy. This is a sign that shows that the Most High is moving closer and closer to this planet Earth, man, and that great judgment is about to go out. So, before we even get into the article, let's get the scripture, man. Let's get 2nd Ezra 9:1. It says what? He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High, YAHAWAH, spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And that's what we see happening, man. Protests, uproars of the peoples and earthquakes, those are signs of the end times, man. That lets us know what we are in prophecy. This is how we measure the times, man, by seeing what's going on in the earth and filtering it through the scriptures. And the Most High said, when these things begin to happen, you know that the Heavenly Father, the highest, YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, is about to visit this planet Earth, man. So, let's get into it. It says, France saw its largest protest yet against the country's health pass as thousands swept across major Italian towns demanding an end to the infamous Green Pass. On Saturday, protesters took to the streets in France and Italy in opposition to C-19 rules that they say infringe on their civil liberties, but which officials argue are needed to curb the the C virus pandemic. The protests come as European countries double down on efforts to get wide portions of their populations inoculated in the face of the spreading Delta variant, and in a bid to avoid further lockdowns. Demonstrations against France's health pass and mandatory jabs for healthcare workers entered their 4th weekend, with Saturday seeing the largest rally yet. Dutch Will reported an estimated 237,000 people turned out nationwide, according to the Interior Ministry. The figure exceeds the attendance a week ago, which saw 204,000 protesters. So here's one of the videos. See, it goes on to say, while 17,000 people turned out in Paris, much of the focus was in southern France, where between 10,000 and 20,000 people marched in Nice alone. In contrast to the prior weekends, the demonstrations were largely peaceful. The more major scuffles broke out between protesters and police in Lyon, France's third largest city. the city of Bayonne, and other areas of France, southern France, saw larger numbers of protesters. The protests came on the heels of a constructional council ruling on Thursday. The court approved the government's plan for the health pass and jab requirements for workers in hospitals and nursing homes. France is currently in the grips of a fourth wave of C-19 infections. The country has seen a boost in jabs since French President Emmanuel Macron announced the health pass in July. Some two-thirds of the French population eligible for the jab have received one dose, while 55% are fully jabbed up. Meanwhile, protests also took place in several Italian cities over the weekend against the implementation of the country's Green Pass, which is now required for teachers and for people to attend indoor events. You see that? You see? These are the draconian measures, man. So let's play a few more of these videos and pull some scriptures and wrap it up. These are signs of the times, man. You see it. And more protests, man. And these things are going to get more violent the further we move along in prophecy, man. It's going to get more violent. You're going to see more buildings being set ablaze. More people being put to death at these protests. All this is about to break loose, man. You see? Because that second lockdown is about to happen. Hey, this is one of the things the most I said be happening before he came to the earth, man. This is light right now, but it's gonna get more and more out of control, man. You see? Let's get Zephaniah, man. 1, and we'll start at 14. It says what? The great day of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahawah, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. And why is that? Because this is about the Most High is about to pour great judgments upon you people, man. You see, we're already seeing it ramp up with Esau and his draconian measures, man. The Most High is about to send great torments upon you people. That's what the day of the Lord consists of, man. To the point, the mighty man, these soldiers, these police officers are going to be crying like women, man. Out of what? Out of fear. Verse 15 says what? That day is a day of wrath, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. This is what the day of the Lord can consist of, man. And all these protests all throughout the earth. Hey, also the earthquakes. We just had an 8.2 earthquake hitting Alaska. That's also a sign of the end times, man. That also shows us what time we're living in. You see, the day of the Lord is at hand, man. And the Most High say He's going to bring distress upon you people. Because you have these Edomites talking about, yeah, once y'all get jabbed up, everything can go back to normal, man. No, that's not what's going to happen. Because it tells you in 1 Thessalonians, if I'm not mistaken, that when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them, man. And that's exactly what it's going to be. Ain't no peace coming to the planet Earth, man. All hell is about to break loose. Because when they continue to come out with these draconian measures, man, it's gonna back you people into a corner. You're gonna take that power into your own hands, man, and fight against this government, and fight against the BS that Esau is pushing forth. You see, So like I said, these so-called these peaceful protests that you're seeing right now, they're going to turn violent, man. You see? And all hell is going to break loose in all these cities all throughout the earth because of the madness that these devils are pushing forth. And it's all according to biblical prophecy, man. It's all according to the word of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI. So Zephaniah 1 and 15 says what? That day, I read that already. Verse 16 says what? A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men. Let's define this word distress, man. The Most High say he's going to bring distress upon men. What does that go into? Extreme anxiety, sorrow, or pain. And that's what the Most High is about to bring upon you people. Why? Because of your pride, man. Because of your wickedness. You see? Not even taking heed to nothing that the men of the Lord are saying. So when the Most High opens that floodgate of judgment, man, you people are going to be put in a state of what? Extreme anxiety, sorrow, or pain. Anguish, suffering, pain, agony, ache, affliction, torment, torture, discomfort, heartache, heartbreak, and misery. That's what's coming upon you people, man. This is what the Most High is preparing. And we see it ramping up once again with these draconian measures being pushed forth. That's a part of that affliction, that distress that the Most High is going to send upon you. And it's going to ramp up. Hey, then famine's going to hit. The teeth of wild beasts. All these things are coming. This is what the Most High is about to pour out upon the earth, man. You see? Because of the pride of you people. So it says what? Zephaniah 1 and 17. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung, man. That's what's about to happen, because there's going to be bodies on top of bodies out here in the planet Earth, man. The stench of death is going to be all throughout these cities, man. This is what's coming. This is the judgment that the Most High is about to pour upon you people. Verse 18 says what? Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh's wrath. You hear that? The Most High is about to pour his wrath upon you people, and nothing will be able to save you. Not how much money you have in the bank, in your bank account, not how many cars you have, not how big your house is. You see? None of that is going to save you from the hand of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, man. It goes on to say, it says what? But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all that dwell in the land. And that's what's coming, man. Great destruction upon you people. You see, the Most High is going to play with you a little bit first, man. Then when it's all said and done, he's going to rain that fire upon you, man. That unquenchable fire. In the form of what? 200 million thermonuclear warheads, man. You see? This is what's coming. This is what's being prepared. You see? How do we know? Because, hey, these events are taking place just like the Most High said what happened before the great day of the Lord popped off, man. You see? And you people have no idea what's coming, man. That's why YAHAWASHI say, man, the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night, man. Just as in the times of Noah. Noah was telling you people that it was going to rain. You didn't take heed, and guess what? You got caught up in that flood, man. The same thing is about to happen this time, man. The same thing is coming this time, man. Let's go to 2nd Esdras 15. I want to start at 5. 2nd Esdras 15 and 5, it says what? Behold, saith YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. This is what the Most High is about to bring, man. This is what the day of the Lord consists of. And we already see these things taking place. You're seeing more judgment being cast out. You're starting to see shortages of food, man. You go into some of these Walmarts, man. Hey, the certain sections are bare. You see, you got the owners, but these elites giving orders from the top, telling these people who are shipping this food to not to ship it out to these stores, man. That's gonna bring forth a shortage of food, man, a shortage of water. You see, and that's all according to the will of the Heavenly Father Yahweh. It says what? Death and destruction. This is what's coming upon the planet Earth, especially here in Babylon the Great, man. The most wicked, the wickedest country that's ever been erected upon the planet Earth. Verse 6 says what? And this is why the Most High is doing this, man. It says what? For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And this is why the Most High is about to punish you, man, for the things that you exalt and uplift in this planet, man. The rainbow agenda, feminism, you see? Do as thou wilt, man. False religions, the worshiping of false idols, man. That's why the Most High is about to bring this upon you. You see, the exaltation of committing adultery, man. That's why this judgment is coming. You see? Let's go to this real quick. That's Sirach chapter 39. Let me see. 39. Yup. Sirach 39 and 28, it says what? There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out the force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So that's what the Most High is about to unleash upon this planet Earth, man. Spirits of vengeance. To do what? To destroy you people. Why? Because of your wickedness, your pride, your arrogancy, man. You see? That's why the scriptures tell you, man. The pride of man shall be brought low on that day, man. You see? Verse 29 says what? Fire and hell and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. You see that? Vengeance upon who? Those who are walking in complete rebellion against YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, man. That's who these things were created for. You see? 30 says what? Teeth of wild beast. The Most High about to put a spirit upon these beasts, man, to come into these cities to destroy you people. You see? It says what? In scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. And that's everybody outside of the remnant, man. All these things are about to be poured upon you in perfection, man. You see? Verse 31 says what? They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And that time is fastly approaching. How do we know this? Because we see the signs that the Most High told us to look for, so we can know where we are in prophecy, man. Earthquakes and uproars of the people are signals showing us that the Most High is about to visit this place in a great and terrible way, man. So Sirach 39 and 31, it says, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So when the time is come for these spirits to be unleashed upon you people, they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna come upon you in their perfection, man. If the Most High has ordained you to die of famine, that's exactly what's gonna happen, man. You're not gonna escape it, no matter how hard you try. You see? These spirits of vengeance are going to do exactly what the Most High created them to do, man. And that's to destroy you wicked people. Sirach 40 and 8 says what? Such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast. And that is sevenfold more upon sinners. You see, everyone who is walking in that spirit of rebellion against YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, man. Beginning with you Israelites, 2/3 of you, man. Verse 9 says what? Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These are created for the wicked. You see that? That's what these things are created for, the wicked, man. And for their sakes came the flood. That's why the flood came, because of the wicked. So that's why all hell is about to break loose. Great judgment is about to be poured out. It's because the Most High is about to punish you people for your wickedness, man. You see? Thinking that you can just be down here doing whatever you want to do. Telling the Most High's way, telling the Most High that his way is not the right way. I can do it this way. No, man. The Most High is about to put a stop to all that pride, all that arrogance. You're going to tell the supreme power, the almighty YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, what's right and what's wrong. The Most High, he came up with what's right and what's wrong, man. You see? He's the one who decided what right and wrong is, man. So who are you to try to tell him how he's done it is off? You see? The Most High is about to humble you people, man. And in a great way. The Most High is about to humble you people, man. What is that? Good case? Second Ezra 16:21 says what? Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And here we are. You still can get food for pretty cheap right now. Hyperinflation really ain't set in. You got the prices sneaking up little bit by little bit, but it ain't really hit yet to the point to what it's gonna be in the near future, man. $10, $20, $40, $50 for a fucking loaf of bread. You see? $20 a gallon for gas, man. That's what's coming. You still can get these things pretty cheap right now. So you people think you're safe. You see, that's why you're not taking heed and knowing what's in, because ain't nothing really popped off yet. You see? But it tells you what? And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And this is what's happening, man. You might not see it happening right away, but hey, the Most High has like a slow drip happening, man. You see? And one day the Most High just gonna turn the faucet on full blast, man. And these prophecies, these spirits of vengeance is gonna be on the ass of you people, man. And there's no escape. Verse 22 says what? For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Hey, judgment, man. No other way to say it. All of you, hey, it says what? Many of them that dwell on the earth shall perish of famine, man. The Most High is going to starve a lot of you people out, man. You see? He's going to starve you out. Then it tells you what? And the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy. You see that? So ain't going to be no escaping the judgment in the time of old. Hey, in the day of the Lord. Hey, let's get that real quick. What's that? Amos? Amos, 5. Con. I think it's 5. Let me see. Might have been Joel. Amos 5. I knew it. Amos 5:18 says what? Woe unto you that desire the day of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI. To what end is it for you? The day of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI is darkness and not light. Talking to you Christians, man. Talking about you ready for the Lord to come back, but you don't even know what the day of the Lord consists of. You see? Because what you tell the people is the complete opposite of what's written in the scriptures. You tell the people it's going to be a bright and beautiful day. He going to come down to love all nations and love all people. It's going to be the rapture. No, man. It says the day of YAHAWAH is darkness and not light, man. Death and destruction all around you, man. Bodies on top of bodies. Blood in the streets. Women being raped. Children being put to death, man. You see? Wild animals roaming the street. Devouring people, man. That's what the day of the Lord consists of. Verse 19 says what? As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Meaning what? Ain't gonna be no escaping the judgment that's coming, man. You're gonna run from one trouble to another. You're gonna escape that trouble and run into some more trouble, man. You see? Judgment is gonna be waiting around the corner for all you wicked people, man. There will be no escape. There is nowhere you can run. There is nowhere you can hide, man. Verse 20 says what? Shall not the day of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? That's how bad it's going to be out here, man. The Most High is about to humble you people greatly and take away all hope that you had in America going back to normal, man. You see? He's about to take away all hope from you people. You see? So it goes on to say, 2 Ezra 16 and 23, it says what? The dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. You hear that? These cities are going to be war zones, man. You people are going to be fighting for the little resources that you have. And then when you get some, you got to worry about somebody trying to take it from you. You see? You have people here fighting to the death, man. Over a can of beans, man. Over a bottle of water, fighting to the death. This is what's coming, man. This is what the Most High is about to bring into the world. And we know this is on the way because of what the Most High told us to look for. This is one of the signs that the Most High is drawing near to the earth, and this great judgment is about to be poured out. You see? So going back to 2 Esdras 15, we're going to jump down to 40. It says what? Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. This is the spirit that the Most High is putting in the earth, man. You people are going to lose your fucking minds eventually. And the Most High is going to see to it. Whether that be by them causing the second lockdown to happen, or making this damn this jab mandatory for all. All hell is going to break loose, man. However, the Most High sees fit to spark it up, man. Verse 16 says what? For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see that? Sedition goes into what? Uprisings against the government, man. And we see that happening already. But the thing is, it's peaceful right now. But the time is going to come where you're going to have these civilians snatching up elected officials, man. Tying them up and beating the shit out of them. You see? Going to their homes and kidnapping them, man. That's what's coming. Then it tells you what? They shall not regard their kings nor princes. They're not going to want to hear what these politicians have to say, man. They're going to take the power into their own hands. You see, and they're already talking about doing this, man. You watch some of these alternative news sites, man. They're talking about people preparing to come up against the government, man. Overthrowing the government because it's corrupt. That's all through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. That's prophecy, man. Verse 17 says what? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? Because martial law is going to be initiated, man. Shit, we got a small dose of that with the first pandemic, with the first lockdown, man. You weren't able to travel freely as you wanted to. They shut the whole fucking world down. You couldn't even leave the country. This is coming in a major way, man. And when it comes, the next time when it finally pops, it's not going to stop, man. Soldiers in the streets. You're going to have curfew, man. And if you are on the streets, after curfew, it's going to be shoot on sight. That's what it's coming to. So all this bullshit about America becoming great again and returning back to normalcy, man, it's a lie, man. You see? That's not according to the will of YAHAWASHI. The Most High, He has already ordained this place to go down in a great fashion, man. And we're watching it unfold right in front of us. Verse 18 says what? For because of their pride, you hear that? You see, because of the pride of you people, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You see that? Why? Because of your pride, man. You see? Walking in a spirit of complete rebellion against the Heavenly Father, man. So He's going to destroy you. He's going to show you that you have no power, that you have no say-so. You see? It don't matter what you think or how you feel, man. Your opinion doesn't matter with YAHAWASHI. The only thing that matters is what the Most High said was right. That's all that matters, man. So the Most High is about to humble you people in a great way, man. Beyond anything that you can imagine. Verse 19 says what? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's what's coming, man. This is what's coming. You see movies like The Book of Eli, The Road, Mad Max. That's what's about to happen in the planet Earth, especially here in America, man. This is about to become the wild, wild west, man. You will have people running in their neighbors' homes, holding them at gunpoint, man. It's about to get bad out here. Holding your family at gunpoint. Where are your resources at? Where's your water? Don't play with me, Billy. You see? When we putting your children to death in front of you so you can give up the resources, man. Raping your wives in front of you, that's what's written. This is what's coming. You see that? That's what's coming. Oh, that's what is that? Second Ezra's was it 6? Or was it 3? Let me see. Second Ezra 6. Yep. Second Ezra 6 and 24 says what? Let's start at 22. Second Ezra 6 and 22, it says what? And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall be suddenly found empty. And that's what's happening, man. You had the government paying off these farmers to destroy their crops, man. You see? The full storehouses, these grocery stores, these warehouses, man. All that shit you see on the shelf is going to dwindle away. They're going to destroy it, man. They're going to be found empty. That's going to cause a major famine in the earth, man, especially here in Babylon. Verse 23 says what? And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. You see that? This is what the Most High is bringing in the earth, man. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. You see? So this is what's coming. The Most High is going to cause you people to fight against each other, man. Why? Because of the lack of resources. Because you got some people who believe in the C-19, you got some that don't. You got some people who won't take the jab, and you got some that's not. It's just going to breed a fucking spirit of division and war, man. Then couple that with fucking lack of food, lack of water, lack of resources. And it's a powder keg, and the Most High is about to spark that thing up, man. You see? So going back to 2 Ezra 15. What was I at? Yep, 2 Ezra 15 and 19, it says what? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. What is lack of bread, man? Famine. Once again, you gonna have to make a decision, man. Am I gonna let my family starve, or am I gonna take everything that fucking Jimmy has, man, and let his family starve? This is what's coming. This is what's about to happen, man. Call Allah YAHAWASHI. You see? Let's get this, man. Let's get Isaiah. Let's do it like this. Let's get Isaiah. Oh, man. 34. Yup. Nope. Isaiah 13. Salakia. Isaiah 13. Yup. Isaiah 13 and 6, it says what? How ye, for the day of Yahawah bahasham YAHAWASHI is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. You see that? So the Most High going to have all hell breaking loose. And like I said, he going to put the cherry on top by sending those 200 million thermonuclear warheads to rain down upon this place, man. You see? To show you people that you never had no power. You can't stop this. You can't stop what the Most High has planned, man. You can't stop what's coming to America, man. Verse 7 says what? Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames, man. The Most High is about to pour a great terror upon. Hey, what did the Most High say he was going to do? He was going to bring distress upon men. That's what's about to happen. You see? And when it's all said and done, man, you people will be burnt to a crisp. Verse 9 says what? Behold, the day of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. You see that? You see? That's what YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI is bringing, man. When it's all said and done, those missiles will fall from the skies, man. And you people are going to be taken, hey, you're going to be taken in great destruction, man. Verse 10 says what? The stars of... Yep. Isaiah 13:10 says what? For the stars of heaven and their constellations shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. See, because by this time, man, YAHAWASHI is going to be here, and he's going to block out the lights of heaven with that chariot, man. That's so big, it's just going to, as it's written, it's going to block out the lights of heaven, man. Verse 11 says what? And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. And this is what is about to happen, man. The arrogancy and the pride that you people are walking in, man, disregarding what the Heavenly Father has to say, you're going to be destroyed for it, man. Beginning with 2/3 of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All this pride, the Most High is about to lay it down, man. You see, and we see it's coming. We know it's close because this is what's happening in the earth, man. The sign of the times. Hey, the day of the Lord is right around the corner, man. You see? The day of the Lord is right around the corner. Thus saith the Bible, thus saith YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI. So with that, I'm going to give all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham YAHAWASHI, bahasham qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible, through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully let I came out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI has commanded you to do. With that, I'm going to say shalom, wa, abba, babal.